Thanks, Tim. Good morning. First of all, I just want to say I'm really proud of our team for being 2-0, and especially how they competed last week in a really hard-fought game against a very good team, a team that I think is going to have a great year and win a bunch of games. Just proud of our guys, and again, the start that we were hoping to have, and but really excited about another big challenge this week. Obviously, Louisville is an outstanding team and difficult place to play. Game day, heading up there, and 8-12 kick. It's exciting, and really looking forward to it. Going to be a lot of fun. To me, that's what you come to Clemson for, to be a part of games like that, and in great environments. And again, got a lot of respect for Louisville, their team. We've had some incredible battles with them, and don't expect this one to be any different. Offensively, they're crazy good. It's video numbers. It's unbelievable. The numbers, they're averaging 614 yards a game and 7.6 yards per play. That's incredible. And they've played two pretty good games, two good teams where they've had to put up those numbers. So it's just impressive. Lamar Jackson is unbelievable football player. He's fun to watch. He's not fun to prepare for. He's not fun to play against. I much prefer to watch him. I enjoy that a lot better. We got our hands full with this guy, man. What a player. He's averaging 505 yards a game, averaging in 2 games, 505 yards a game. So big challenge for the Tigers this week as we get ready to head up there. Their offensive line, they're really good. They're well coached. Coach Petrino does as good a job as anybody, he and his staff, and just play design and how they attack you. They do a great job, and they're probably got as good a group of receivers as we're going to see. They're big guys, 6'4", 6'3", 6'2". So he's got a bunch of playmakers at his disposal, and they do a good job of getting it to him. Defensively, the biggest thing that jumps out is all the guys back that have played a lot of football for them. I think they got 12 or 13 guys that started at some point last year. I think 9 maybe full-time starters back off of last year's defense. It's a really good group. They're big and strong up front. They've got I know they got a corner at number 10 as a great football player. I don't know his status, but I know he got hurt. I don't know if he's back or not, but what a player. He's also their returner. They've got good quality people all across the board, and a new coordinator this year. So, trying to really get a beat on who they are and how they're using their personnel similarly and differently from the previous staff there. But again, another big challenge for us going against a great defense, especially at their place. But again, we're looking forward to it. This is a fun game to prepare for, because you just know that, man, every play is so critical, and you got to make your opportunities count when you get them, and then just the challenge of playing against the Heisman Trophy winner. I think that's something that you get excited about because you want to play the best, and what they've done offensively is pretty special to see. So look forward to seeing how we match up, how we do under the bright lights Saturday night, game day, all that stuff. And it's a division game. That's our next goal. We can't win the division this week. Neither can they. We can't lose it. Neither can they. But, man, you can get off to a great start and really stay in control of your destiny within the division. And that's what both teams want to do, and we're going to work our tails off to see if we can get off to a good start in conference play.
Coach, even though you won the game last season, do you get the sense from the guys on defense, at least the ones that played, that they kind of want to avenge how many yards you gave up in the second half?
Yeah, well, we had 5 turnovers in that game. I don't know if y'all remember that. I certainly do. I think we had 3 of them inside the 10-yard line going in to score. you keep giving that ball to that guy, you're in trouble. And that's exactly what happened last year. You know, we played really good in the first half, but we just, again, 5 turnovers and found a way to win. I think we were on the field maybe 100-plus snaps. Our defense just, you know, I mean, we got a little tired. It's a lot of snaps, you know, but give them credit. I mean, he was unbelievable. I mean, the guy made a lot of football plays, and he makes a lot of people look bad. But the key thing is you want to minimize his opportunities, and we didn't do a good job of that last year, you know, and we didn't maximize our opportunities. Like I said, 3 turnovers inside the 10-yard line where we got no points, and now you keep giving them the ball, and that guy's just too good, you know. So we hope that we can play better, but you know, hopefully we can do a little better job of taking care of the ball and maximizing our opportunities when they present themselves, and then hopefully creating some turnovers for the good guys.
In preparing for Lamar Jackson, how helpful is it that, you know, the defensive players that played before, you played him last year, as opposed to going in kind of blind last year?
Yeah, well, I think it's helpful when you have experience. Always, when you got some personal experience to draw on, and whatever it is, I think it helps you visualize, you know, a little bit more what to expect. So, you know, I think to see it on tape, to see it on TV, and then to see it live and in person is a different experience. And so we got a lot of guys that played against him last year, and you know, our guys got nothing but respect for him. I mean, they know what a competitor he is. But we got a bunch of great competitors too, and you know, they know it's a great challenge, and you know, but that's what you want. You know, be a part of challenges like that and see how you do.
Bobby Petrino said that he wanted to make Lamar more of a pro-style passer to get him ready for the league. Do you see a difference in him so far this year and his accuracy?
He's throwing the ball well. I mean, they got big plays all over the place, and they get the ball down the field. You know, they've been a little bit more 5-man protection in the first 2 games, you know, than maybe last year. Last year they were a little bit more max protection. This year they've been a little bit more, you know, some hot releases with their backs. They throw the ball to the back a ton, and I think that's where he's done a really good job. Is where he sat in the pocket and he's checking the ball down. You know, they're getting that back out hot into the flats, through the line, flare routes, and he's been very accurate. And, you know, everybody's so geared up because he can push the ball down the field so well. They've given up a lot of things underneath. And so to me, that's the biggest thing, is he's not making many mistakes, and he's just taking advantage of what's there. And then he's still Lamar. You know, I mean, you're never gonna take away his creativity and his feet that the good Lord's blessed him with. I mean, he just you're in great position, but you still got to make the tackle. And next thing you know, he avoids the tackle, because sometimes, you know, a defensive guy will beat an offensive lineman or whatever, and so he's not going to stand there and get sacked, and he's going to use his gift, and he's able now to create. And so, you know, now you got to cover really good players a long time, or you get anxious and you come out of coverage, and he can throw on the run as good as anybody. So he just looks like a very confident, complete player to me this year. Whereas last year, you know, he's a little bigger this year too. He looks bigger and stronger. And I think last year he was just in the midst of going through his first season, you know, as really being the guy. And now, you know, that's kind of all behind him, and he's just matured. He's got complete command of what they're asking him to do.
Can we get a quick update on Van Smith and Marcus Edmond?
Yeah, Marcus did not practice yesterday. He's got a little foot sprain, and he's day to day. We'll see how he does today, but Van did practice and look good.
With Van, you know, still maybe not 100%. How important was it for Kayvon to play as well as he did against Auburn? You know, especially going against an offense like Louisville's.
Yeah, well, I think that that was something that we worked really hard on in camp, was trying to develop the depth at safety. We feel really good about our depth at corner, and we just really needed to develop. We've got good players, but we just don't have much experience at safety. You know, Tanner's a first-time player. Obviously, Van is a great player and is proven, and we had a lot of confidence in him. But we behind them, you know, you're sitting there with Denzel and Isaiah and Nolan, and none of those guys have really played much. And Denzel gets hurt. Denzel had a great camp for us. It's a shame that he got hurt, but I'm really glad he did not have to play last week. You know, because I think that'll benefit him this week as he gets back going. But you know, just Kayvon got some experience last year, but we really worked him hard in camp and got him cross-trained at corner and at safety. He's also worked nickel. He's just a smart player, and you know, he's got a bright future, and his ability to process things gives us a lot of flexibility with a guy like him. And then Ryan Carter's another guy that has worked a lot of safety for us. He's a kid that could go play safety in a heartbeat if we needed him. So I think we've created some good depth there, and until we can grow up some of these young guys as well. So we feel good about it, and so it's not a bad thing. I mean, we were able to win the game, and Kayvon played really well. I mean, there's some things that he's got to do better, formation recognition and some alignment things, but he played really well for us. So that's big for his confidence as we move forward.
Deborah, do you think the younger version of...
Sorry, here.
Good.
Is this the most versatile y'all have been on defense with you talk about Kayvon and all the moving parts, the different personnel groupings and things like that?
Yeah, well, I think we definitely, it's the most functional that we've been. You know, we got that at linebacker. Y'all have heard me say that many times in fall camp. We've got a bunch of functional football players, a bunch of guys that can go play if we need them. And I think you saw that the other night. You saw that with J.D. You saw that with Chad Smith. You saw that with Jalen.